grab one. If you don't have a yoga block, grab something that will give you some leverage, because we're going to be leaning on it a little bit today. So be, you know, 2 thick towels, something that it's going to be a little bit comfortable for you to lean on. And if you have anything that resembles the bolster,
awesome,
that would be good too. Okay, so a block and a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you know those cushions that are like kind of long and skinny, those one would work too.
Would a foam roller work, Milla?
Foam roller, no, it's too hard for your back. Yeah.
Okay. We'll get some of the pillows from Milla.
Or grab a couple of cushions. I'll show you one of the cushions.
Oh, Logan and Keely.
Sweet.
Thing.
Something like this would work too. So kind of long, comfortable surface for you to lie on. If you don't have any of those, still fine. We'll work with that. Towels, tons of towels, whatever pillow cushions you have, just bring it and we'll kind of, I'll guide you through it and you can kind of prop it up.
Sounds awesome. Okay. We'll go grab that and come right back.
Okay, go.
No. Andrea, the code in Sugar World is not valid.
Pero es que ya no está ahí. Ella se fue.
Oh, get one. Okay. Wonderful.
Andrea,
Hello.
the code that is in Sugar What is not the correct one.
The what?
It's a
Sorry.
different
It's
one.
a different one.
Where did a different link? Oh shoot.
Yes,
No,
we
yes.
were able to get in through Facebook, but the one that is in Sugar What, it says invalid code and it's a different number.
Okay.
Just for you to know.
Oh no. Give me a sec. What is today? Thursday.
Can't stay here. Okay.
Oops. Of course, I just fucked up. Shoot. Okay. Too many Zoom meetings, guys. Okay, I've just reposted that, changed the link in TriggerWad, uploaded it again to make sure everybody has it in the Firepower members group. Okay. 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 All right. Well, let us begin. Anytime you're ready, Milla, and then
Okay.
we will, other people hopefully will join us. I'll keep an eye out for others that may be looking for the link too.
Sounds good. So again, tonight we'll do nice yin yoga class. The reason why I'm introducing a little bit more props is because we might be holding the poses a little bit longer, and the props is just going to help you sort of relax into the pose a little bit more to deepen the stretch. But if you don't have the props, don't go out of your way to get it. A lot of yoga blocks have been sold out now. So, you know, we'll make shift. You can have thick towels. Sometimes a couple of kind of sturdier pillows would work too. So we'll sort of test out, you know, what you have tonight, and then we can go from there for next week as well. So we're going to start tonight with a very simple pranayama exercise, which is a breathing exercise. It's a calming one. It's also a little bit of, it gives you a little bit of a cooling effect as well. So we're going to start with the same sitting positions that we did last week. So just comfortable cross-legged position. You can have a towel underneath your bum to elevate the buttocks a little bit higher, and then have your legs just comfortably crossed. Just as long as you feel like your knees are not like up here, your knees are relaxing down, prop as high as you need until you get the desired effect of the hips higher than your knees. Okay? And then you're gonna shift your body weight forward and back, side to side, in a circular motion, and then just try to find the center point of your seat. Once you feel comfortable here, you're gonna place your hands on your knees and just keep your shoulders back and relaxed, the back nice and straight, the chest open, the neck nice and long. Just kind of adjust that slowly for yourself. And then give yourself a little bit of a shrug and a roll, relaxing it down, and then gradually closing your eyes. With your eyes closed, I want you to just start with being aware of your breath. So just paying attention to your inhalation and your exhalation. Start to be aware of any kind of changes your breath sounds like tonight compared to yesterday or last week. Sometimes if you had a long day, you may feel like your breath is a little bit more faster. You're less able to relax. But being aware of that is already the first step to calming down the body and the mind. And I want you to, with your eyes closed, just picture yourself in a very comfortable spot. Somewhere in the world, somewhere you've been or you've never been, and just put yourself there. With every inhalation, I want you to expand the chest and the rib cage as much as you can. And as you exhale through your nose, relax the rib cage. And then deepen the breath a little bit more and draw the breath down towards the belly. As you inhale, I want you to fill the belly nice and full, expanding the belly and the rib cage. And then exhale, relaxing. As you relax, you'll feel that it's contracting back to neutral. Inhaling through the nose again. Everything is expanding. And exhaling, coming back to neutral. Continue with this very natural rhythm. A few more breaths on your own. And then I'm going to guide you through a very simple breathing exercise. On your next inhalation, I want you to count in your mind 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4 at your own pace. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6 on your own. And again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more times on your own. The breath can be as deep or as shallow as you need. Just go at your own pace. Good, and then slowly return the breath to normal breathing rhythm. Few times through the nose, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then again, use the breath as the guide for your practice tonight. Use this as the rhythm for your practice tonight. As we stay in poses for a long time, I want you to just relax your body into it and just focus your mind on the breath. And slowly, I want you to open your eyes. And then you can step back and stretch in child's pose. So child's pose, you're gonna have your knees apart. So depending on your hip flexibility, it can be a little bit narrower or it can be a little bit wider, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And I want you to keep your big toes touching. And then you're gonna slowly come down. Now for those who have a cushion or a bolster or anything kind of long and rectangular, you are able to put that underneath you and rest your head to one side. Your hands position can be forward or back, up to you. Your shoulders are draped and relaxed. If you don't have the bolster, it's totally fine too. You can do the same thing. You're just going to stretch your back a little bit longer and rest either with your hands underneath your forehead or in front or back. So in the child's pose, the purpose of the child's pose is to elongate and extend the space in between the vertebrae of your spine. So that's why the natural curvature of your spine, you're just gonna stretch the tailbone down towards your heels. And at the same time, the mid back and upper back is just kind of drape forward. And then that will create space in between. So the breath is going to also help you stretch as well. As you inhale and expand the chest and the rib cage, you're going to feel like you're creating a little bit more space in between the vertebrae of your spine. As you exhale to it, when you relax the belly, try to keep your spine as long as possible. So every breath that you take, you're almost making your spine a little bit longer. Try to sit your hips back towards your heels as much as you can. And you're gonna slowly come up from child's pose. And we're gonna move the spine a little bit in cat and cow's pose. So you're gonna come to your palms and your knees. You're gonna bring your knees back in a little bit so they're right underneath your hips. Spread the fingers wide. I want you to keep your shoulders away from the ears. Stretch your neck long. You're gonna inhale, start to tilt your tailbone upwards. Arch your back, and then look up. Exhale, start with the chin, and then upper back, rounding, belly rounding in, pushing up towards the ceiling, tailbone top. Inhale, leading with the tailbone. Slowly arch back. Look up. Exhale, chin first, upper back, mid back, and tailbone. 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhaling. And exhaling. Round your back. Pushing all the way up. Inhaling, coming back to neutral spine. Take your left arm and thread it through. Drop the left shoulder on the mat. Keep your right palm on the floor. Twist your spine, looking up towards the ceiling. And inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, switch side. Right arm through, left palm on the floor. Use your left hand to push against the mat to give you a little bit more push for the twist. The neck should always follow where the spine is going, so following that twist, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhaling, release, coming back to the center. We're going to tuck your toes under, stretch your hips back. Downward facing dog. Again, keep the downward dog a little bit more fluid. So we're going to cycle the heels, left and right, left and right. You can even move your hips left and right. Good, and then inhale, coming forward, and then just lowering down towards the mat, coming down. Keep your hands underneath the shoulders. Your feet are hip distance wide. You're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, and then lifting your chest up about halfway, keeping your elbows bent. Now from here, focus on the shoulders being away from the ears, and then pushing the pelvis forward. Stretching the front of the body now, pelvis forward. And exhale, you're going to come down, relax, and turn your head to one side, relax your arms. Relax the heels as well while you're resting here. Good, gonna come back to the middle again. Place your hands under the shoulders one more time. You're gonna inhale, come up halfway. Good, this time I want you to be a little bit more fluid. So we're gonna turn left and right a few times. If you feel comfortable with your arms straight, push your arms straight. As you turn, see if you can turn to look at the back heel. And exhale, come down. Turn your head to the other side when you're resting now, arms back. And coming back to the center, hands underneath the shoulders. Pull back to downward facing dog. Stretching your spine, stretching your hips up towards the ceiling. Don't worry too much about reaching the heels to the floor. It's more about your back and the hamstrings. Cycle the heels a few times here. Good. From your downward dog, I want you to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're walking to the back end of your mat here. Now you're going to soften those knees, keep them slightly bent, just as much as you can until you can keep your belly holding flat towards your thigh. Okay, if you have a lot of space here, I want you to bend your knees a little bit more. Push your hips back, just like when we do the deadlift, so the spine is nice and straight, and you're draping your spine over your legs. Grabbing onto the elbows and just swing from side to side. Coming back to the center and just draping here in the middle. Relaxing your head. Your eyes should be gazing through the wall behind you. Good. From the forward fold, I want you to relax your hands down towards the mat. You're going to walk forward. We're going to set up for pigeon pose. So you're going to set up with your right leg forward. Left leg straight back. Okay, so this is where the towel may come in handy. The space in between the hip and the mat, I want you to stick the towel in until you feel like you can take your hands off and you're still not falling over to one side. And then at the same time, I want you to focus, bring this hip bone forward. It's almost like this hip bone wants to kiss the heel. And then if you have a block or a bolster, you can kind of prop it in front. This is one option. The bolster or the cushion would go right underneath your body here. And you're just resting with the face turned to the side. If you don't have this option, no problem. Come on to the elbows and kind of just relax your head down. That's also fine. We're gonna stay here for about 1 more minute. So it will get a little bit intense. You feel like your leg is about to fall off, or you might not even feel your legs by now. Just hold on, okay? And just breathe through the nose. And you should feel the intense stretch coming down the right glutes all the way down to the outside of your right knee. Try to bring that left hip forward a little bit more. Good, and from there, you're gonna slowly come up from pigeon. You're just gonna stretch that right leg back a little bit. Move it a little bit. And then go back to downward facing dog. We're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So we're gonna bring the left foot forward. And then adjust whatever you need to do. The space between the hip and the mat is where you're going to need the props for. To test it out, you just kind of see if you can balance here. If you're not falling off to one side, you're okay. And then when you're ready, you come forward to the point where you feel the stretch. So normally I would suggest to hold this for about 3 to 5 minutes each side. If you have no injuries on your knees and if you feel like you can hold on, then on your own time, next time you can do it a little bit longer. But because I can't hear any feedback from you guys and I see some eyes looking at me like, I can't do it. So I'm gonna ask you guys next time about it, okay? So I won't hold you guys for too long in case you guys have some knee injuries that I don't know about. It doesn't necessarily hurt the knees, it's just because the stretch is quite intense. It's just uncomfortable. But the trick is, if the teacher just keep talking, then you won't even know that it's almost time to come up, right? So about 30 more seconds. Breathing through the nose. Sometimes if you have some imbalance on the body, you feel that one side is a lot tighter than the other side, and then you want to sort of adjust it by maybe working with that tighter side a little bit longer. Okay, from the pigeon, you're going to slowly come up again. Move that left foot back. Stretch it out. Let the blood sort of rush through the leg a little bit, and then you're going to go into downward dog. Stretch through the whole body. And come down, crossing your legs, just coming down to a sitting position. Okay, so next one is a single leg forward bend. You're gonna keep your right leg forward, left leg in. Now last week we did the same pose, but with a more active stretch. This time I'm gonna approach it differently and see which one you guys like better. The more yin, even more yin, more passive way to approach it is with the block or something that will prop your head up, basically. And I want you to relax this foot. So this toe is kind of relaxing there. No need to flex it or anything like that. Keep it slightly bent if you're super tight. And you're just gonna come forward and rest your full head here. And then the rest of the body is relaxed. If you don't have a block, then you're gonna come down to your elbows and just relax your head. Grab a pillow and put it underneath, or the towel to rest your head on. Prop anything you need so that your head is kind of resting on something. Remember to just listen to the breath, listen to your breathing. And we're just gonna stay here for about 5 more deep breaths. So with a single leg forward bend, the Janu Shasana, a more passive stretch, you're gonna benefit differently. You're gonna feel the stretch more towards the inner thigh, a little bit more on your right leg. And then you're gonna slowly come up. And you're gonna shake your legs out. And then you're gonna switch sides. So left leg forward, Right foot in, so the foot goes to the inner thigh. Lock underneath you, relax this left leg, head down. Sometimes when we're holding static poses, it's hard to calm the mind down. It's almost as if you're trying to fall asleep, but you have 10,000 things on your mind and you can't get rid of them. So that's why I want you to picture yourself at a beautiful spot somewhere and you're just there and you're breathing that fresh air in and exhaling out. It's kind of like beginners to meditation. Just learning to put your mind somewhere else. Good, and you slowly come up. Okay, for the next one, we're going to be lying down. So maybe you guys can just watch me do a quick demo before you lie down. It's easier for you guys to watch before you lie down. So we're going to lie down and you're going to cross one leg over the other. Left over right. If possible, wrap your toes around as well. If your knee is not allowing you to do that, don't worry about it. You can just drop, release it. Whichever leg is on top goes to the other side. So my right leg is on top. I'm going to drop to the left. And then I'm going to extend my right arm, turn my head to the right, and try my best to keep my right shoulder and my right knee touching the knife as much as I can. And then we're going to hold here for about a minute. So you go ahead and lie down. Let's everyone do the same side, same leg. So the right leg crossing over. And wrap your toes if you can. If not, don't worry about it. And then you're going to drop to the left. Now the angle of how close your knees are to your body, whether it's a 90 degree or it's a bigger degree, you are the one to decide. Sometimes you feel that as you change the angle, the stretch is going to move towards a different part of the spine. So you go ahead and try to adjust it. Either bring your knees closer towards your chest for the twist or a little bit further away. Whichever one you feel like you need for tonight. And then your head is going to go to the right side. Close your eyes and just try to drop that right shoulder towards the floor. So imagine with your spine right now, we're kind of like doing this twist from the head all the way down towards the tailbone, kind of like wringing a towel. So now you're gonna bring your legs back to the center with them crossed exactly the same way. Don't uncross them yet. You're gonna counter twist. You're gonna drop your legs towards your right side now. Yes. Good. And the counter twist should be the best. You're gonna come back to the center, uncross your legs, and then you're gonna switch sides. So the left leg goes over the right now. And you're gonna drop your legs to the right side, left shoulder on the floor, eyes, head turning towards your left. Great, you're gonna bring your legs back to the center, keep them crossed as is, and you're gonna drop to the other side for a counter twist. Yes, perfect. Good, and then bring them back to the center and cross the legs. Good, and now we're gonna go into our last position for the night. I'll give you two options. You can choose either one as your last position for the night, okay? So option one is the same as last week, the Supta Baddha Konasana, where you're lying down and your legs are open like a butterfly with your feet together. Your knees are supported with towels or block, and you're gonna rest with your arms over the head if you have no shoulder injury, or you can have your arms tucked to the side. Option one. So this is the option one. Okay. Option two, if you are near a wall and you have the space to do that, you can do a modified inversion. So we're just gonna have the legs up against the wall, the bum is against the wall, and the rest of the body is flat. So you go like this. You're gonna sit as close to the wall as you can, and you're gonna windmill your legs up. And then your legs just kind of relax, and then your arms are up over the head. So two options, your choice. Go ahead. So we're just gonna stay in this position for about 3 minutes. So in here, you're just gonna, if you're in the butterfly one, the Supta Baddha Konasana, it gets a little bit uncomfortable if your knees are not supported with anything underneath. So they're just kind of dangling in the air. You can grab two pillows and put it underneath your knees. Good. If your legs are up against the wall, after a while, you're gonna feel a tingly sensation. It's a good sign. So we're trying to do a modified inversion, which is still good for an evening practice. It still helps with blood circulation. It's definitely a very restorative position. With your eyes closed, I want you to just keep the breath sort of relax. As we're coming towards the end of the practice, I want you to even relax your breathing. Just keep it as natural as possible. So you're not even making an effort to deeply inhale or exhale. Just relax. For those in the butterfly position, with your eyes closed, you can start to close your knees up with your hands. And then hug your knees towards your chest and draw circles around your hips. For those with the legs up against the wall, you can slowly swing your legs back from the side and then rest the body on the side for a couple of moments before you bring yourself back up. And you're going to rest on the right side of your body with your head completely relaxed, as if you're trying to get out of bed in the morning. So your legs are to the right side. With your hands on the floor, you're going to slowly support yourself back up. And then just come back to a cross-legged seated position. You're going to bring your hands together with the palms touching and the thumbs touching the heart center. Closing your eyes and just in your mind giving thanks to yourself for taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, giving thanks to the others who joined us tonight. Thank you so much for joining class. Hope to see you all next week. Namaste. I saw that one of your dogs
Everybody
couldn't
else.
stop licking you when you were lying on the floor.
Oh, you saw,
And the tail was just like this.
Everyone else who had
you saw that? What
Yeah,
stuff?
I think it was the other Andrea.
Yeah, it was my guy.
Oh, was it? Okay, Andrea Kissman? Okay.
I know my dog was doing that too. He's like, hey, you're on the floor. Now he's
I'm gonna lick you.
like over here.
vowel. Funny.
So good.
Yeah. And that was awesome, guys. Thank you. And I
Thank
was
you
watching you
very
guys when you guys were in the position, and everyone did very well.